full cave. It's not far up off the ground. But we're all sitting in and we're all comfy. Dark up here.
Running out of beer.
You'll see the difference now. If we change it, you'll know how. Nothing ever stays the same. Once you let it change. It's like a family tree.
Go, get across before the water.
Part of you,
Go, go, go.
part of me.
Go, go, go.
And if we
Got to get to the other side of the river to get to the car park. This is unreal.
Bring the funk back. Paka.
Alright, nice rainy day today in Alice Springs, isn't it?
Yeah. That's not meant to happen.
We don't see rain very often. I don't think it's rained hardly anything since we've left.
No, just in that Litchfield Park when it was bucketing down. But
Oh yeah, the couple of little weird storms that we had.
we're meant to be chasing the sun.
Totally. And it's 15 degrees.
Yeah, not getting drenched in the rain. But anyway,
Alright, so we're heading out to West Macdonnell Ranges today. We're taking sort of the top loop, and so we're headed up to Ellery Creek Big Hole, and we're going to camp there for like 2 or 3 nights. Nice bumpy road.
whoa, that's shocking. We always pick the roads.
So we're going to camp out there for 2 or 3 nights and do kind of like go back and do like Simpson's Gap, Stanley Gorge, Chasm, and Ellery Creek, and then we'll move on to another campsite. And we're just trying to do probably national park sites for about a week or so. Hey.
Yeah.
So we've stocked up on heaps of water. We've got the bladder in the back here. Mark did a video recently about how we take extra water in the bladder in the back of the car. So we filled that up. We've filled up all the jerrys on the back of the car, and we've bought like drinking water this time. It's about 40 litres of drinking water that we'll use for drink bottles and stuff. So we'll see if we can do 7 days
Yeah, it should be alright.
off grid out here.
We've also ditched 2 kids, so weight-wise we're really good. We sort of lost 2 kids but gained some water, so we're all good.
There you go, too easy.
They're in Nana and Poppy's car, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yep, they're in Nana and Poppy's. But yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll head, obviously we're doing like the Red Centre Way. So we'll head around to Kings Canyon, down to Uluru, and that should take up a good time. So looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the mud that's going to be at the campsite when we get there, but hey, it's all part of the experience.
At least we're not doing it in swags.
This is true.
We
Yep.
have a roof over our head and everything is watertight.
Yeah. Actually, we were going to do this in Slags, weren't we, about 3-4 months ago. This is where we were going to come and hang out when we were just in the Slags and waiting for the caravan. So we finally got here.
Finally got it. So we made it in yesterday here and it was wet. We came in, it was fairly muddy as you saw. A little bit muddy, but she's all dried up pretty much now. And yeah, pretty good campground. We're pretty much just parked in here, right near the facilities. The walk's just off up there towards the big hole, swimming hole. So yeah, we'll go check that out now and see what it's like. So you're at the big hole. We just camped down here. We're gonna go up to there for a swim in the big hole. Don't mind the blue finger. Science experiments with the kids apparently dye stains. But anyway, we'll get rid of that. Let's go for the walk.
So these three crazies have gone for a swim out in the middle of the swimming hole here. Far too cold. Or you can hear them saying, is it cold, it's cold, it's cold. They're going to go investigate around the corner. Not for me though, I'm enjoying the sunshine.
So that's Ellery Creek Big Hole. How good's that? So good, it's just like 500 meters from the campsite. Really nice swimming hole. It's a little bit chilly, but it's perfect. It's a good way to cool off after a long day. And yeah, like so close to the campsite. Campsite's spot on. It's only $10 a night for a family. You can't go past that. So yeah, definitely recommend this place. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to a bit more exploring. Check out the next spot.
Gap.
Yeah, that's a tight gap.
Innuendo number 327.
Right, so we've decided to do a bit of a day trip from where we're camping. So we're camping at Ellery Creek Big Hole, which you'll have seen, you already know. So we're tripping back towards Alice Springs today to see Simpsons Gap and
Stanley Chasm.
That's it. So we chose that way so as that we could just leave the caravan, base ourselves there, come back and do these. And also it was absolutely pouring down yesterday, as you know. So good choice, I think.
Yeah.
Because today is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful day. Complete opposite.
There's hardly even a cloud in the sky, and it's just like beautiful temperature. It's not hot, it's not cold, just awesome. So we're pulling up now to the car park for the walk down to Simpsons Gap, and of course there's no one around because no one seems to want to travel this time of the year.
Perfect for us.
So yeah, looks like it's not too far from the car park, which is again pretty easy, good for the kids, considering two of them are asleep right now. So we're gonna have to spoil their fun. And yeah, so the gap looks like it's just not too much of a walk just down here from the car park.
Could be good.
There is caravan parking here, so we could have come with the van yesterday, but we would have been saturated, wouldn't have made it very enjoyable for anyone. But just so you know, if you do want to come through with your caravan, there is plenty of caravan parking here.
The other thing as well is that all of these places have rubbish bins, but the campsites don't. So if you're doing day trips and things like that, take your rubbish with you and then you can dump them in the rubbish bins when you go for your walks.
Which we forgot to bring our rubbish.
Exactly, but next time we'll do that. So,
yeah.
Very good.
Cool. All right, so let's go check out Simpsons Gap.
So you'll see a fair few of these drone permits required signs. If you are wanting to fly drones, you pretty much have to just log on to the Northern Territory Government website, Parks and Wildlife website. There is a form in there somewhere. It's like a maze to find it. So I just emailed them directly and said, hey, I want the permit to fly drones, and they just sent it to me. And then it takes about 5 days to get approved. So if you are going to come into the Northern Territory and you do fly drones, try and do it a week or two before you actually get here, and it's pretty basic. It's just a matter of just saying where you're going to go and what you're going to do, and the permit lasts up to a year, so yeah, just fill it out. And then there's certain spots that you can't fly drones at all, so just check out on the information where you can and can't, and then just do all the right things and you'll be fine. There's a fair bit to offer as well. You can also do a cycle track around Simpson's Gap and all the way back to Flynn's Grave, and which is, I know, about 7 k's out from Alice. So you can go all there, do a big trek on the bike if you want. It's all good bike tracks too by the look of it. So my old mate's got his kid in the back, so it looks pretty easy. So yeah, lots of different things you can do here. There's also a big walking trail that goes through where we're staying now, and it's like 35 k's worth, and you go to different spots like prior to doing your walk, and you put food and things in like lock-up areas. There's where the toilets are and things like that. There's a lock-up area for these people, and I think when you do the track, you get a key from the ranger, and you can go to all these spots, put your food, and then when you get there on your walk, it's already there ready for you, so you don't have to carry as much, which is a really good idea. So there's a lot to sort of do around this sort of West Macdonnell Range area, so yeah, check it out. Check out all the different things you can do.
All right, we're making our way into Simpson's Gap, aren't we, Dale?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, Dad's bending over again.
Wee.
Daddy's
Oh, she has her father's sense of humour, clearly.
Dad.
All right, so here she looks.
tiny.
Really quite beautiful. And it's windy, so sorry about the audio. But here it is. Simple walk, nice path.
Oh look, here comes the water crossing. Sorry about that, people. You can't swim in that sandy lake at the moment.
Yeah, so no swimming here at Simpson's Gap. I think that's a cultural request. So we're not going to be swimming, obviously. We're just going to just swim in the little water hole. All left over from yesterday's rain. How'd you go with the water crossing, Ari?
Bad.
Bad?
Didn't even get to go in the water.
You didn't get bogged.
Next I didn't go. Oh look, there's some water down there. But that's yucky. That is yucky.
It's like a natural wind tunnel. Absolutely howling through here.
Found some of the local wildlife on our way back to camp. Little dingo. Just in there in the bushes, hanging out in the shade. So we found this guy when we were just checking out the free camp that's not far from where we're camping, hey? So not far from Ellery Creek. And it's basically an overnight stop, just up on a hill. And it is absolutely spectacular. Like, just looks right out to the mountain ranges, big openings, clearings that you can see through to watch the sunset. And it's free, 24 hours. There's bins, there's like tank water there, but not, you know, obviously drinking water. There's no toilets or anything, but hey, that's free camping for you. But have a look when we come around here, the views that you would get.
Absolutely perfect. There's only one person up here. They've obviously scored a good spot.
They've got a primo spot here. So have a look at this. Well, you would be loving life up here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, good for that.
Massive spot there, could definitely fit our great big caravan. So whatever setup you got, you could fit up here. It's bitumen road up. A little bit jealous.
A little bit jelly. Oh well.
We could have come up here yesterday when it was raining. Probably would have been all right, except for we've had a little bit of a case of the old
Gastro
with one of the kids.
Yeah, going through, so.
We were quite happy that we were with toilets yesterday, but this is just awesome. Here, another spot. Look where the sunset would be. Just awesome. This is just about 5 k's towards Alice Springs from the Ellery Creek campground.
It's on Wiki Camps.
Yeah, it is on Wiki Camps, yeah.
That sneaks up on you. It's on a hill. Like, you're just coming up a hill and there's a little turn off and you got to go right up there. So.
But yeah, check it out. It's awesome.
Signposted too, so. But it's only signposted as a parking area.
Yeah,
like
the
it's
parking area, yeah. But when you come up, it's got the signs and everything there that say 24-hour camping allowed, so pretty cool.
Good stuff.
Hopefully we find a few more like this along the way. We might stay at one, eh?
Be good.
Pretty
Even
cool.
with a dingo.
Even with a dingo. Even
Just
comes with a
obviously
resident
you
dingo.
have to watch your food, eh?
Maybe we could come up here tonight.
Well, if we get time, maybe we'll come watch a sunset. That'd be pretty cool.
With the keys better. And you guys can take some videos up.
All right.
Kids been hanging around us too long.
We'll continue on. We're actually going to go have a look at the ochre pits now. So we'll go have a look at that and then head back to relax with the Arvo.
Yeah, sounds good.
And have fire tonight.
Use up some of this wood that's been on the roof for the last 3 months.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So pretty much the short of it is that this is a bit of a rock pit area where the traditional landowners used to come to get their different coloured powders to make different coloured paints, medicines. They used it for obviously medicinal purposes, and lots of the different colours mean different things or would be used for different things. So body paint, rock art. They'd gather the stone from here, and that's what they'd use to break down and make their different coloured paints, etc. So yeah, we'll go check it out and see what it's like. Asta's looking forward to this one, aren't you, honey?
Yes.
Asta really likes her art and crafts and likes her painting, and she's quite interested in the rock art, aren't you, doll?
Yeah, because I tried to do it myself. It does turn out. I do stick figures.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So today we're at Serpentine Gorge, and we hitched up from last night at the Ellery Creek campground. That's why we're in the overflow car park here, and we'll just walk up to the Serpentine Gorge. Good thing about some of these places, or most of these places, is they've got lots of parking for coaches and caravans and things like that, so you don't have to just leave your caravan somewhere. You can tow it around and do a few gorges on the way to your next campsite, so that's pretty good. Saves a lot of mucking around, a lot of unwanted Ks driving to and from places, so yeah, it's pretty good.
And it was a dirt track in from the main road. It was only about 3 Ks or something, and it wasn't bad. It was a few corrugations, but
Nothing,
easy to bring the van on.
nothing
so,
too major.
Yeah, worth the while.
Anyway, so we'll do this Serpentine Gorge, and there's a bit of a lookout and a bit of a hike, so we'll check it out. So here we go, the Serpentine Gorge, pretty much down in the car park. And you just do a bit of a walk. It's actually the service track, like the Ranges track that they use to go in. So it shouldn't be too bad because they drive in on it. And then yeah, you can pretty much get up to the water hole that's up here, and then there's a lookout to go up. But apparently it's really quite, not treacherous, but really quite steep going up to this lookout. So we'll go check it out. You can't swim in this or anything like that, can't camp. So it's pretty much just to check it out, see the view, listen to the echo. Cuckoo!
Yep, burn off that energy, are we, Ronan?
We're going pretty fast, Mum.
This kid does more hike walks because he does
We just
3
heard-
times the length.
I could be here right into my neck.
First real obstacle of the track.
I can get an extra cool.
We've got a bit of a tree down. I don't know how we're going to handle this. Oh.
Isn't it true?
Just got it through. Here you go, Rafi. How are you going to go? Oh, you broke it. You didn't even have to duck. He's a motorbike. All right. We'll have to let the ranger know about that one. All right, so we just did the gorge. It's not much water in there, but still very nice in there. Easy walk in, so it didn't really matter too much. Now we're gonna go up and do the lookout, so check out the views from the top of the Serpentine Gorge. There you go, Serpentine Gorge done. That was really nice.
That
Little
was
walk.
pretty long because we like stayed there for a long time. Then we come back and it's almost lunchtime.
Yeah, it's morning tea time. We have something to eat, but yeah, that was a good little walk. The lookout was a bit more strenuous, but it was a good effort to get up there, and well worth it. Nice views. So anyway, I'll keep going. We're just doing a bit of a walk down to Ormiston Waterhole. There is a gorge walk here, but it's quite long, and it's late in the afternoon. Pretty much got into the car park, and we're like the only ones here, except for one other another car, and it was a banged up clanger. She was a shocker. 2 backpackers in it, flat tire. Didn't know how to change it. Well, I knew how to change it, but couldn't get it off. So anyway, gave him a bit of a hand. Changed it out, and the spare tyre was probably just as bad, so it just had a nail in it. So did a quick puncture repair. Hopefully they get off all right, but yeah, so we're a bit delayed now. Sort of took another half hour out of our time that we were going to do our walk. But anyway, so we're going to head down to the waterhole now for a bit of a quick swim. It's not really the best looking weather, but anyway, have a swim. Might even throw the drone up. You can do that here, so I'll chuck the drone up, have a bit of a look around. But yeah, interesting day. So there's a lot of different walks you can do here at Ormiston. We're pretty much just here in the car park, and all we're doing is walking to the waterhole. It's a 5-minute walk because it's so late. But yeah, you can do big ones that go all the way around, and other little ghost gun walks, things like that. So there's a lot of different walks you can do. Probably just make a whole day of it. But like I say, we've come out here later on in the day, so we'll just have to make do with what we can. Anyway, let's get going. So I think if the river's actually flowing, you can go down that way. There's some stairs leading down into it. But because it's not really that wet, just a little swimming hole up the end there. I don't know if you can see that from here, but pretty easy walk in. There we go, have a look at that. How's the serenity?
Nice and quiet. Got the Fink 2 Mile River there. One other guy all the way down there. And that's it. Pack it up. Mum, good work, buddy.
Pretty good camp spot. free camp for the win. Alright, so we're camped out here at the Fink 2 Mile bush camping area. It's pretty much just straight off the main road. There's a Glen Helen resort over this side, and then which you got to pay like 25 bucks a night or whatever it is over there. And then just up here there's a nice little track that goes in on an old riverbed, and really good camping. It's on the riverfront. On River Stones, it's really compact and it's easy getting in. It says 4-wheel drive only, but I mean it's pretty standard sort of track, but yeah, very nice. Now we're going to go off today exploring a bit more stuff, see a few more gorges. I think we're going to go to an old meteor crater site as well, so we'll check that out. Should be good. So we're at the top of the lookout for the crater, and it's absolutely starting to pelt down, so good time to get out of here. Kids are already down there. Woo, let's make way. See that storm coming in? Get out of here. So we made it back to the car, and it's pretty wet out there. We saw it coming in and we thought we'll make it, it'll be fine.
We'll give it a go.
No.
It got pretty windy up the top of that lookout.
Yeah.
And also, the cover of my door when it got wet.
Yeah, it got wet getting in. So I had the drone up probably about 120 meters, and yeah, it took forever to come back down again, and it's blowing a gale. So I had to stay up there, and Kate took the kids back down. But yeah, whew, that was fun. Pretty cool lookout.
That was very cool.
It was really fun running in the rain.
Yeah, how good's that? Makes a boring walk a lot funner. But anyway,
Bit of adventure.
yeah, we'll head on to the next spot, which is dry.
We're going to try Redbank Gorge. Hopefully the storm isn't heading that way. Hopefully it's heading away, and we're going to go back to nice blue skies, which there is out that way, so we'll see.
Yeah, should be alright. It'll probably pass in 2 minutes, but
Probably.
no, bit of fun for the day. Bit of excitement.
Are we going to go with the big puddle, Mum?
Yeah, we'll go through some
We'll have
big
to drive
puddles.
through some big puddles, I think.
Yeah.
So the track coming in is
Actually, Mum.
Ari, hang on a sec, mate. The track coming in is quite well, it's corrugated, and then there's a lot of like
there's water on the road,
so there's like some floodway things. Nothing too dramatic, but it's muddy. So
If you
anyway,
had too much rain, I reckon you wouldn't get through to here, but it's all good.
all right, onward.
Let's do it.
Onwards and upwards.
All right, I think this might be our last gorge for the West Macdonnell Range. No, Palm Valley. Not sure if that's a gorge or a valley. All right, so Redbank Gorge. Apparently it's a 1.2 kilometre walk, 30 minutes one way. And we've got beautiful weather, as you can see. Storms all the way around us, just following us today. But hey,
Let's do it. Let's get wet.
let's see what happens. Let's hit the track.
Oh, look, the name says beat the heat. It's so hot. So hot.
Hope you're gonna beat the heat today, guys.
And Mum.
So what do we got? We can do
Ari.
the Redbank Gorge walk, the Mount Sonder Lookout walk, which is 5 kilometres. We ain't doing that one. The Redbank Gorge walk looks good. 2 kilometres, 1 hour return. We should do this one here. The Mount Sonder Southern Summit walk. It's only 15.8 k's at 6 hours return. Yeah, boy.
No.
Look at the view when you get there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go.
It's hot.
Astor, I love your walking attire today.
What's that?
The old boots and dress going on here. It's just amazing.
Start of a new fashion trend.
Yeah, I reckon. What else would you wear when you're going on a hike?
A dress?
We've got Batman up front.
After is the best.
This is definitely the first time we've encountered crappy weather when we've been walking on a big long gorge walk. So it's quite windy. Those storm clouds are closed in on us a fair bit, but we've already committed, so we're just going to keep on walking and make it into the gorge and probably get rained on, stormed on, and then walk back out again.
We've already got a contingency plan of which child we're going to eat first, so...
Which one?
Well, we won't tell them now, because
Oh.
it'll create panic.
Oh, we've got to keep the suspense so people keep watching.
What is it?
Yes, hopefully
Dad. It's not me.
we will make it out of here alive. We'll be right. It's always a little bit more excitement, a little bit more adventure.
Oh, did you hear that? That was just thunder.
I heard that, yep. Alright, so the rain came through, the storm's come across, so we're sheltering in a cool cave that's just up, not far up off the ground, but we're all fitting in and we're all comfy. There's Mark up here.
If only had a beer. Perfect.
We should have brought a peanut.
You see the rain coming down and the water down there, so I don't think it'll last too long, so we'll just be up here for
Half an hour.
10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, see what goes on.
You reckon, kids?
I reckon it's pretty cool that we have to stay in a cave, because or else it would be pretty wet to start there. And we just saw a dingo over there, so he's probably trying to find shelter as well.
He probably is. He'll probably go find himself a little cave to go in too. Oh, this is really cool. It's actually somewhere we probably wouldn't have climbed up to if we hadn't tried to get out of the rain. So it's
And
nice.
also look, the rock wallaby poo up here.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, I don't see no rock wallaby poo.
Down
Over
there.
there. Oh, no, that's donkey poo, I think.
It's rock wallaby.
Then how does the donkey get up here? Once. Donkeys can't climb.
Very cool.
Can donkeys?
The longer we're sitting here for, these little water holes here are filling up more and more with water. And probably running down to the gorge, filling up the swimming hole at the gorge. It's really interesting to see how quickly the water flows down off these rocks and down into these little water holes. You can see how just a few big rains can fill up the area. And actually when we came through, hey, today there was some water crossings that weren't there yesterday.
Yeah, it was just dry riverbeds that we came through, and there was like nothing, and today they're up to the halfway up the wheels, so.
And it was flowing through like a river,
yeah.
hey? Well,
We had a bit of a downpour last night, but I didn't think it was that much, but crazy.
put up a little video of it when we head back through. I'll video it and just see. I reckon it'll be flowing even more now. But yeah, it's really actually quite eye-opening to see how quickly they can just, like, the rivers and everything around here can just fill up. No wonder people get stuck in flash flooding. Ooh, there's the sky's opening up again. We may end up having to run out in this rain to get out of here, but
I think so.
it's been quite nice sitting here watching it.
Wait out another 15 minutes or so, see what happens.
Yeah.
Listen to the frogs right now. All the frogs are coming out.
We saw a frog, and the frog was kind of like jumping across those rocks there, and it went to the end, and it
didn't realise that there was water underneath, and he just bombied in, and you could see like this little pop.
He did, didn't he? Little bomb dive off the rock.
Whee! Bong! Into the water.
Frogs are talking to each other out here.
Mm.
What's that, Rosie?
You can make a shelter for them. You can do this.
For the frogs? I think they're up in those rocks over there behind you.
Some down there.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. We can make a shelter for the frogs to this.
Is that how you look after your frog?
If it was my pet, I would.
Would you?
Or you can just put it in a tank, like
Put
fish
it in
tank.
a tank. Mm.
Yeah, put it in. Wait, what do frogs even eat?
Flies and bugs.
Yeah, bugs and things like that.
Yeah, but what do we feed them if our pet?
Flies and bugs and things like
How do
that.
you get that?
You have to catch them.
Mom, how?
Just grab them. You can buy.
Flies.
Yes, you can buy frozen bugs.
You can buy bugs.
We've been feeding you for years, you haven't even realised.
Mom. Oi.
How cool is
That flooded, it made a waterfall.
It's like, yeah, it's like the water is just gushing through now. It's coming. Something has let go further up the gorge, and the water is just starting to flow down through here. It's really cool.
We heard it. It sounded like wind. We better go before it covers our exit.
Well, I'm not going to rush down there. I'll just have
Oh,
to...
it's coming, it's coming.
Here it comes.
It's coming. Mom, we gotta get down to it.
How's that?
Don't go rushing down your slip, so just wait.
Oh my god, that's down, yeah?
Wait for Dad to go down and he can help you all down.
Mom, I'm a rock climber. Uh-oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
How cool was that?
Imagine. Oh my god. This is so crazy. Okay, it's getting flooded now, it's getting flooded. I think that just jinxed it because it's like,
Have a listen to it.
Wow.
Go before we won't get out.
Well, wow.
That high,
Go down that way.
That way.
Guys, your hat. Ari, hat. Okay. Never mind. After this, you'll get it. Whoa, now it's getting flooded.
Right.
Yep. So no choice here. We've got to head back to the car. We can't head back up the gorge because that is where the river's coming from.
It's like a dam's broken.
That is unreal. All right, let's go. That is just the weirdest thing ever.
That's like nature at its best.
I reckon. Oh, that's like a once in a trekker time. That is just unreal.
Right at the peak of it.
Yeah, we're just following the water as it's coming back down the gorge. That is so cool. That was about an hour's worth of steady rain, so it's all collecting from somewhere and coming down this way. That was just dry, all dry riverbed when we walked through. Now it's just steadily filling up all the way down. I never could even imagine these all being full with water. It's just amazing to see how quickly that happens. So cool. But let's get out of here, just in case it floods the roads and we can't exit or something like that. Got to stay safe. So this is where we walked in just before. We walked up when it started to rain. Where Mark and the kids are here, we walked and we crossed over just a little dry riverbed and we sat up in that cave there. Look at it now. That's amazing. So that's the cave we're sitting in over there. We just crossed across, it was all dry, crossed across, sat up in that cave. Now it's swamped through here.
Looks like it's a little baby wet season.
It is like it's just the wet season has hit, hey? Yep, go, get across before the water. Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Yeah.
We've got to get to the other side of the river to get to the car park.
Oh wow.
This is unreal.
Asta, this way. Wow, Northern Territory, putting it on.
I reckon.
Mum and Papa here are going to be like, oh my god!
I think it's subsiding a little bit, but still,
Yeah. Still trickling through.
that's crazy.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's still coming, you can still,
Dude,
might as well walk down in the river a bit.
Mum, we are wet ads. What are we going to do?
Wetness never killed anyone.
I don't want the wetness on my
Oh, come on, we better leave.
This was the best gorge I have ever been to.
We didn't even get to the gorge.
No.
Oh, can you hear the water coming down from there too?
Oh, there's a little waterfall up there. Waterfall up there. Just here. Gorgeous. Just up through the bushes. It's beautiful how just a bit of rain could just change the whole dynamics of the place. Look at that. Wow. It's like an oasis. All right, well, that was epic in the end, wasn't it?
I don't want to sound like a cliche, but that's got to be like the best gorge walks I've
I
ever seen.
reckon.
That was insane, absolutely insane.
We have certainly done our fair share of gorge walks, but that experience is something that we can't say we could ever time right again. That was just awesome. bloody awesome.
Yeah, so if you're going to come here, make sure you're doing it just before it's about to rain, and stay while it's raining and watch it flood.
Hide in the cave. Don't sit in the riverbed.
Oh, that's insane. And there's no one else here. We're the only people here, so...
I did kind of have visions of somebody sending out a search party right about now.
No one cares too much about
But
us.
no one cares. But I can definitely see how flash flooding occurs and how people get caught up in it, because
It's flooded up here.
if you weren't aware of
It's
what
flooded up.
those gorges can be like, then yeah, you could get caught out. But no, that was awesome.
Alright, now we've got
Bloody
to see if we can get out of here. Those
Yep,
river
next
crossings
challenge.
we went through were pretty high when we came here. That was before it rained, so we'll see how it goes now.
And just as we walked back to the car park, you can see that there's a river further down that looks like it's filled from the other end as well whilst we were out. And that's probably the river we have to cross.
So anyway,
So we'll go suss that out.
And there's this like little puddle, and then there's like, and then all the puddles are gone. It's a big.
What's a massive river? Very cool. All right, let's see if we can get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right, so we're just coming up on the first river crossing here. It was flowing when we came through the first time, and it looks like it's flowing about the same. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yep.
Yeah? All right, so we'll just head on through here, and hopefully this won't be too bad at all.
It's solid. We know the base is solid. We've been through it 3 or 4 times already, so we know that there's rocks. It's good solid rock underneath, so it'd just be a matter of a bit of momentum getting
Yeah.
through it.
Just that we thought maybe the river, because it's filling down that end there, quite obviously. We just thought maybe it might be flowing a bit faster than it was before, so.
They go fast through it,
I will.
like really fast.
Thanks, Rafe.
Rafe's backseat driver here.
Because I want to
Probably
see the big.
maybe put your window up.
It's going to film out the window.
Oh, I'd rather just get through it.
Yeah, because I want to be able to see the big splash.
All right, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go. Yes.
Whoa.
There you go. That's
Oh.
how it's flowing down at the moment.
You can see it actually starting to make a new bit of the river there, like it's coming in that hard. You can see it coming up there.
It's going to make this crossing a bit wider, I think.
Yeah.
It's coming through.
Yeah, we've still got 1 or 2 more to go, so
Yeah, we got 2 more to go.
All right, river crossing number 2. It looks wider than what it was when we came through before.
But it's not as flowing, and looks like there may be, if you look closely, a logger right there in front of us.
Oh, classic dad joke.
We'll have a look up there. That shows you how that wasn't like that when we came here. Look at it
Oh,
flowing
it's
over
flowing
there.
in from somewhere over here as well now.
Oh, the floodway, which is the one that's after us.
Oh yeah, there's another floodway down there.
All right, we'll
It's
give
all
this one a
coming
crack.
into there.
They go faster than this one.
The Logadal has gone past, so we're all good there.
I think maybe this is the worst one.
This is the deepest one, I think.
Whoa. Now that's a lot of water.
Won't take too much longer and they'll be impassable, I think, for most people. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking.
Oh, now we're talking. It really is a floodway.
All right, so here's a floodway. There's no highest point reader. Now what do we do, Dad?
Get out and walk it.
Well, I guess that's what we should do.
All right, see how we go.
What do you think, naked children? We bribed them with lollies since they did so good in that walk. All right, I guess I have to go suss it out. Mark's just clearing out the
little bit of the
Really?
river.
All right, so Mark's just going to walk this floodway just for a little bit, just to see what it's like. He's not going to go down where that water's rushing too much, because the last thing we need is him getting drift away into the river. But he's just going to go suss it out and see, and get any sort of an idea of what's going on down there. Might just have to sit tight for a bit and see if it subsides a little bit, to see whether we can get through. This part of the road here just looks like it's, you know, ankle deep or halfway up your calf sort of depth. Basically just the road from before, but we're just bit concerned about that floodway and how deep that's going to be. We can't really remember how deep it was when we came through, and there's no depth marker there, so that's a bit of a pity.
I got wet undies. That goes in a fair way. It's up to about here, so there's no way we can get through that.
It's not worth it, is it?
It's not worth it. If you get stuck in there with no one else here, you got no support, you got no one to pull you out or anything like that. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Probably just might have to wait here a little bit. It's rain stopped, and all this water's going somewhere, so it might subside a bit. I don't know. We've got the swags on the roof anyway, so if not, we'll just go back up to the campground and camp for the night.
Worst comes to worst.
Yeah. Anyway.
We've got polony and ham wraps for dinner.
Yum.
So lucky for us to keep everybody sane. Our kids have got one iPad to share between the three of them. Ari broke off the end of his headphones in the headphone port the other day, so playing it through the car multimedia.
So now we all get to listen to Dr. Zeus and the Cat in the Hat.
We do. We're all listening to the Cat in the Hat and waiting for this water to go down. So it's 5:05 in the afternoon now. Obviously, it's not in the morning. So we'll see how we go. There's not even any beer in the fridge.
No.
Damn.
First time I think ever there's been no beer in our fridge, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to be.
There is coffee in the coffee machine.
Oh, we could have a coffee.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
All right, so we'll just hang out, see how long this takes, see
I'm
how
just
we
going
go.
to throw the drone up and see how raging it is further up.
Why not? Might as well.
It's only this thing had like a depth counter on it.
I'm just really surprised that there's no.
Yeah, there's no measuring. You know, usually on floodways you have
Every
a
floodway you see one, hey?
sign that tells you how
Depth-
deep the water
depth
is.
reader,
Depth
yeah.
gauge. Nothing. And there's a
unreal.
big sign saying floodway. Maybe the sign's washed away.
Maybe. Maybe it's underwater.
Let's do it anyway.
All right, so we'll just hang out here for a while and we'll see what happens. Mark's just out there checking the levels again. We've been sitting here for about an hour and a half and he is almost walked it all the way across, and it's about just over knee height or thigh height most of the way. So it looks like we might be just about on to cross. There is a massive light, like a line on this big tree here about halfway through. You can see the level that the water actually got up to at its highest. So this is the tree here. So as we go through, I'll see if I can get a good shot of where that was. And
the mum wants to go on the
by the look of it, I reckon it would have been probably halfway up the windows of the car. So very lucky that we did not try to go through any earlier than now. That's a good decision. So you can see here, I've just pointed to Mark to go back to the tree and see where it is that where it was up to on him. So that's the height of where it was up on the tree at its highest. So yeah, it was up to about his shoulders. It would not have been too good of an idea to cross over. Alrighty, we're good to go. We sat here for about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just waiting for this water to go down, and I think we should be good to go.
Yeah, it's definitely subsided a long way. You can tell, like I think Kate showed before, how far up that gum tree it was when I was standing there. That's just crazy. So if you do attempt that sort of stuff, you're bound to fail, because that would be up to top of your window, you know, so you won't know that until you get into it. Anyway, that's where flood markers come in handy. But anyway, all good.
Right,
We're going to attempt to go across here now. It's yeah, definitely a lot lower, so
should be all good.
And I have walked it all right, and only went up to the inner thigh. Oh, pucka, 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 pucka.
We made it!
That was alright until we hit the low bit.
Yeah.
And then there's all river sand underneath that. And it's just sucked it down. But anyway,
Yeah.
so that's all good.
Got
Cool.
there.
Alright, it's time to go home and
Let's
have
go
a beer.
home. Yep, let's do it.
Beer o'clock. Oh, it's just, there's steam coming out from the radiator area because we've gone through a lot of water, obviously, and the car's been sitting there idling, so nothing to worry about, I hope. Let's
All
get
right,
home.
let's get home. What a day, hey?
Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Alright, so here's the Fink River that we went through last night under protest. But as you can see, she's still flowing. It's up to the 0.6 metre mark on the sign. So when we went through, it was a lot higher. It was just on the metre mark, just a little bit.
Alright, so that was a cool little snippet of a few of the places that we went to a few days ago and have changed a lot since, eh?
Yeah, it's like a before and after sort of episode.
Yeah. We'll wait till we get to the campground and see what it's like. Apparently it's got toilets there, but that's pretty much it. The camera's moving again.
It likes moving.
Or a little angle there. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's just not a good name for anything, is it?
But it's better than the alternative, but maybe.
True. Alright, let's do it.
Let's do it.
That's it. Let's do it.
Lewis.
We will be back in an hour, guys, so keep on following.